Do you wake up in the morning feeling stressed the moment you get out of bed? Stay tuned. It's going to be a great episode.
Awaken the leader inside. Follow the path of leadership. Never give up. Never stop trying. Get up. Believe in yourself. Not every day is going to be easy, but you got to challenge yourself. You need courage. Be ready. Stop waiting for it to happen. Go make it happen. Harness the power within. You were destined to be a leader. Follow the path of leadership. Awaken the leader inside.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. My name is Dave Rubalcava, and I'm your host here at Awaken the Leader Inside, a show dedicated to your leadership journey. Remember, you are never alone. Hey guys, I thought this would be a great topic, as things progress in your life, as you take on new challenges or maybe new jobs or new positions, or sometimes you're not taking on anything new. You just feel this high level of stress when you instantly wake up in the morning. And so I too have felt this recently. I'm in a new career right now. I'm learning, and it's like, I don't feel like I know anything. And so it's difficult sometimes when you're used to being knowledgeable, used to being in a position where you felt comfortable and that you can lead teams and you're knowledgeable of the industry that you're in. But what if you go into an industry that you're brand new to? And so it comes with a certain level of stress. And I noticed one day, this is maybe a few weeks ago, I woke up and the moment I woke up, I felt stressed immediately. And I was thinking about it this morning. I was like, that was kind of a tough day for me. And it made me think about sharing this topic with you because I'm sure all of us have gone through that. And even if I just think back on my career, there's been situations where I continued to feel like this every single day for like a year, and it had effects on me. And so I'll share a little bit more about that as we go on. But I'm curious to know if you guys have ever experienced that. And when you wake up, immediately when you wake up in the morning, you just feel this high level of stress, this high level of dread, anticipating going to work, or even not even work, just sometimes just going to do day-to-day activities, this high level of stress and how it impacts you. And when I thought about it this morning, I was thinking, God, how can I talk about this in a way that's constructive and positive? But the truth is, sometimes it's tough to work through that. And for all of us, there's going to be kind of a different way to manage it and a different way to, work through it. Each of us have different situations, different things that are happening in our life, and different levels of responsibility that all play factors into figuring out how to manage this stress. But there was one truth that I thought about, one truth that I made myself remember. And there are moments, you guys, and I don't want to go off on a tangent in this, but there are moments where you're going to have to recognize that situations are tough. It's nobody's fault, right? It's nobody's fault that we're at a job that we don't like. We chose to show up every day. So, you can't blame me. I get it. We need to make money and things like that. Or, hey, we're in a relationship that's tough, but guess what? We made those choices to show up and be involved. So sometimes it's just the way it is at that moment in your life. But what I had to tell myself those days were like, look, man, I don't like what's happening to me right now. I don't feel good about where I'm at right now. So what am I going to do about it? And, immediately the first instinct, and for a lot of people, this is probably the first instinct, is that, well, I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to get out of this relationship. I'm going to blah, 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 blah. It's always to run. And there will be a time for that, guys. Don't get me wrong. There will be a time where you have to make a life decision. But there's also that moment where you have to recognize, I'm going to have to just manage my mindset today. And for a lot of people, I think that they believe that this happens naturally for a lot of people. And the truth is, I don't think it does, because even I hit moments where I have to tell myself, like I did a few weeks ago, you're going to have to manage your mindset. Meaning I'm going to have to make a conscious choice that, okay, take a deep breath. Okay, today, I don't know why I woke up with all this anxiety and stress. Probably because I, like I said, I understand that I'm still learning and training and learning these things. And sometimes it's overwhelming. So how can I get through this? What do I have to do? And the one thing that I told myself today, and I told myself this to kind of, I don't want to say get myself off the hook, but kind of take the pressure off, is today I'm just going to roll with the punches, because I truly believe that we're all searching to like to have control of a situation and control. So that way we feel comfortable, we feel confident, we like stability, we like a routine. But what happens when you don't have that? You don't have control. You don't have anything. So the only thing that I could tell myself is today, I'm just going to have to roll with it. I'm going to stay in the moment. I'm not going to let things that are happening and noise and all this stuff kind of disrupt me or add more stress. I said, I'm just going to make a choice today. I have to just roll the punches and ride the wave. And wherever that goes, it's where it's going to go. But I'm going to do it with the mindset knowing that I need to do this today. So guess what happened? Was it a crazy day? Absolutely. I walked in, I was like, oh, what the hell am I doing today? Like, okay. It was crazy. But because I made the choice that I am going to be flexible today, that I'm just going to roll with the punches, that I'm going to stay in the moment and try to absorb information and be flexible and just do whatever I can. Like I said, maneuver through the situations. Don't put a lot of thought into it. Don't do a lot of analytics behind it, which I do because I like to ingest and really think about my own leadership. And then these days I'm not doing that, because if I do it, I'm going to overanalyze what's happening to me, and I'm going to start to feel the pressure start to compound on me because I'm not feeling it today. So those things, the reason why I'm sharing that with you is because that is what happens, man. I think there's an illusion that if you're successful, that like everything is perfect, everything is normal, everything is great, and that's not true. I don't care what level you're at in life, whether you're a CEO, whether you're, a cashier at Target, it doesn't matter, man. We all experience pressures. It's how you manage and how you acknowledge these things is a way of figuring out how to maneuver past it. And some people just have a great personality where they're like, meh, and they let things roll off their shoulders. Guess what? I'm half like that, but I'm not always like that. I don't always have this kind of easygoing, let it ride. There's days where I have to choose to do that because we're in a tough situation and I just have to roll with the punches. So I think when what I'm trying to say is that I guess natural tendencies, people have that, but you know what? Some people don't, and some people don't have it all the time. I'm one of those. I don't always have that easygoing flexibility, whatever, but I'm good at assessing and making a choice of when I need that. When I need to do that is usually when it's at its roughest and when it's at its toughest and most intense times for me. I have to just say I got to be adaptable today and make a choice to do this. That is not easy, but I'm telling you, like any muscle that you use over time, the more you use it, the more active it is to recall when you need it. And that's what I learned over time. I learned over time of just getting kind of, beat up, not literally, but beat up by situations and being tossed around. I just said, all right, I just got to roll with it today. And it came back into play, a couple years later, just a few weeks ago, where I had to tell myself, okay, take a deep breath. I need to refocus. I need to let go of all the stuff that's in my head about this and about that and tomorrow and blah, blah, blah. And picking up the kids, I got to empty it out. And I have to just focus on the moment. The more you get used to this, you guys, the more that you're able just to focus and live in the moment, all the noise disappears because you're too busy trying to just get through the moment, get through the wave, that you don't have time to let anything else fill your cup, anything else come into your state of mind. You kind of force everything out and you narrow your focus on the task at hand. And sometimes the task on hand is managing yourself. That is real. That is probably one of the realest things that I'll ever tell you guys. The biggest task that you'll ever experience in your life is managing yourself and managing your own emotions to get through situations or get through whatever you need to in life. You have to manage yourself. You have to be self-aware of what's happening in your environment, what's happening to you, so you can make better decisions. And then sometimes you just got to be flexible and ride the wave. So I hope this helps you guys. I like to share when I'm experiencing things in my life, or I'm experiencing things, in a new career. I like to share them because those emotions are fresh. Those frustrations and sometimes feeling lost and overwhelmed, those are real things that are happening to me. The only difference is I know how to maneuver through them. I've learned to navigate the playing field. And that's the truth, you guys, is you get better at being a leader and better at making decisions and better at exercising your ability to make decisions. You're going to learn to navigate the playing field, and you're going to learn to navigate away from stepping on landmines sometimes because emotions get involved. You learn how to manage those things. And so I hope this really helps you think about that when you're feeling those days that you have a lot of anxiety when you wake up. You got to find a way to release that. You got to find a way to kind of work through that. But you're going to have to make a choice, because if you don't choose to change, how you're going to maneuver that day and how you're going to be flexible, I promise you that your day is going to get worse. I promise you, because every day, even if you're having a great day, there's obstacles, there's opportunities, there's curveballs, right? On a best day, you're like, man, all right, it's not a big deal, not a big deal. Same situation happens when you're having a bad day. It becomes a big deal extremely quickly. And it's just our mindset. So you got to be able to maneuver around that and maneuver around those situations and find a way to stay positive throughout it. My word of the day, be flexible, guys. Stay in the moment. Ride the wave. You can do this. I know you can. So thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. Always remember to awaken the leader inside. Until next time, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Make sure you hit that little bell on the top, right? Now it's time to get to work, and let's make it happen.